Okay, well, it's lunchtime, so we're going to harvest a couple of these lettuce leaves. Here's my handy dandy bowl. Here's my handy dandy little clippy guys to harvest some lettuce. So I think I'm going to be able to maybe stick you up here. Maybe not. Alright, so kind of like that. Hopefully you stand up there. And yeah, there you go. Stop it! So we're just going to harvest a couple of these leaves. We do the outside leaves in a minute. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to harvest the outer leaves of these lettuce. So, I'll kind of, here, show you this one first. So I'm going to look at the plant and see that there are more than 2 leaves on this plant here. So I'm going to take the outside leaves. Since these are their true leaves because they're variegated, one I'm going to take the seed leaf off because it doesn't need that anymore. And then I'm going to cut the furthest 2 leaves here, like that. Stick them in the bowl. There's the seed leaf. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take 1 leaf off of this little guy here because there's not as many leaves. And I think we're going to take this one right here. There we go. I'm going to do that to pretty much all of these so that we have a salad. So this little droopy guy here, since he's on the outside, I'm just going to clip him. Here's the seed leaf. So we'll come in and clip him. Oops, we dropped him. And then I'll take these in. I mean, you can eat them right out of the garden like this. I'm going to take them in and wash them off just because they do have some vermiculite on them. So I want to make sure that I get all the vermiculite off of them. And then I will have a nice, delicious salad. I've already cut up the chicken in the house so that once I get the lettuce washed, then we're just gonna stick it in a bowl here that I already got. You can see I'm prepping, and in a minute I'll show you exactly how short I'm cutting these. Let's just get this done quick. And this is just, I'm just basically cleaning it up so that it has more room to grow. And it's doing well. So I'm just gonna come in here and chop these off. Make sure that one, I think that'd be about good. You don't want to take all the leaves off, and you don't take the center leaves. You want to leave the center leaves. So let's bring you in close real quick. Flip you around here. All right, so as you can see, this here is where I just cut it. There you go. I think you can see that. Sun's pretty bad here, so. But I just took a couple of leaves off of each one. Same way with here. Just took a couple of the leaves off, left the rest. There you go, you can see that. And that's what we're gonna do with them. We're just gonna trim them up a hair. So then I have a salad. So, those are, I think those are the German salad, I think. I don't recall right now. I'll have to look at the tag in a minute. And no, these lettuce leaves are not big, but that's okay. They don't have to be huge. I'm not having salad to feed a crowd. I'm just making a small salad for myself. And that way I can have some lunch. It's going to stimulate these guys to grow a little bit better, bigger and stronger. And that's pretty much it. It's just harvesting a little for lunch. And what I do is when I harvest them, I leave about ½ an inch to an inch of the stem still on it. You don't want to pull them off, you want to trim them off. And like I said, that stimulates it to grow and do better. So we're going to leave this guy because I just transplanted him. Okay, and those are the mixed lettuce. So those are the gourmet mixed lettuce that I've harvested. And then these are the bunching leaf, which I've got some over there. I'll show you in a minute. And this is more gourmet lettuce up here. I'm hoping you can actually see that. I know it's not the best, but this is what we got to work with. So that's what we're gonna do, is just go in here and take a couple of the older, larger leaves and leave the rest. Let's see here. This one is spilling into the other one, so we'll take that one off. So it's got some more room. This guy looks a little bit shabby, so we'll take him off. And that's about it. I think we got all of those pruned up. Yeah, those are pruned up. So now we'll try to relocate you over to the other leaf lettuce, which is the bunching lettuce. And do those quick. And maybe I can stick you, hang on. Let's put the bowl on the cat's cage. We're gonna stick you right here, like so. I'll get one of these leafy lettuce so you can see. All right, and here you see it's nice and full. And I'm going to go ahead and take the outer leaves. So this is a seed leaf, and he is getting discolored because he's shaded. See, this is the seed leaf, and he was discolored and shaded, but he's still okay to eat. And we're gonna get, let's do this one here. Oh, wait a minute. We got one on the outside here. Always take the outer leaves, not the inner leaves. There's another cute little guy. Now you can see right there that we've thinned it up a hair. I'm going to thin it just a little bit more, just so that it's cleaned up a hair. And that way it's got a little bit more room in there to grow. And there we go. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. There we go. I'll do that to the other couple here. Again, you can see they're getting nice and full. Nice and full. So we're just going to clean up the outer leaves. So one, we have a lettuce or a salad, and two, it's got more room and air to grow. You don't really want to get it, I mean, you can let it grow full. I don't. I harvest it little by little. And that gives it space in the pot, along with more airflow. And the airflow, that one is dried up and no longer doing any, there you go, all dried up. So we'll just throw that one away. I usually put it in the worm compost, but I just fed the worms, so we don't need to worry about that today. okay. And like I said, we're just cleaning it up a little so it's got some airflow and room. There you go. And that's good. And that's going to give us some lettuce for our salad. There's a little leaf. Here is a seed leaf, and it's just hardly poking out of the soil still because we had so much rain. It kind of moved the soil around, but they're good to go. One more here. You can see this guy. Hopefully you can see it. See how he's kind of crowded in there. So I'm just going to clean it up a little. And like I said, that way it's got room to grow. And I got lunch. And here, if you can see, this guy is on the outside. This guy is on the outside. But over here, this guy, maybe you can see it better this way. This guy on the bottom there that I just let go of is the one I'm going to cut because he's the one on the outside. He's the next one on the outside. So we cut the ones that are on the outside. And now I'll show you. You can see now it is a little bit more cleaned up. This one is now on the outside. And the next one would be this one. I'm hoping you can actually see that. But there you go. Two more things to do since I'm out here. One, we're going to trim up the parsley. Parsley's the same way. You cut the outside leaves. And they are a little bit discolored because I still haven't got this poor little guy into a pot or into new soil. But I'm just going to thin him up a hair. And I'm going to chop this up and put this in my salad too. And we got two that are discolored. So we're just going to get these two here. Let's see. Oh, we got three that are discolored. So we'll go ahead and take this one here too. That'll make a little bit more room for the parsley to grow. And this little guy here that's really long. And there you go. And we'll go ahead and get this guy out of the way too. Alright, so now we got a little bit of parsley. And he's a little bit more cleaned up, see? So that's good. And the last thing to do, because I've been telling you since the last couple of videos, that I like bunching onions. So, I'm going to take you over here, and let's put the bowl over there. And I'll show you. These bunching onions are not very tall, so I'm not going to butcher them a lot. But I am going to take just the tip off of this guy here. So I look inside to see which one is the inner one. And because bunching onions kind of grow like lettuce. So this is the longer one, the older one. So I'm just going to cut it down here. And then that's my bunching onion that I'll put into my lettuce. Right there in the bowl. We'll shift it around until you can see this again. You can see the two there. So the shorter of the two is actually the new growth. So I'm just going to come in here, around about there, and chop off the tip. Try and pick it up with my scissors, which isn't going to work. I have to use my fingers. And there is my other bunching onion. Except for we don't want all that vermiculite. Alright. Let's see. Check this last little guy here. He's way over here. And this guy only has one leaf, as you can see. Maybe, I hope you can see.